Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk all about Arsenal versus Everton at home. Another huge game. Every game for us now till the end of the season is huge. But this one in particular, obviously with City playing as well against West Ham, you thought that they would end up winning that game, but they didn't. They drew, which is awesome. But it's imperative that we win this game and all our games really. At least the next five, I think the next five or six is the most important. But yeah, we've got a really good 2-0 win, but obviously the scoreline is a little bit deceptive. I wouldn't say it's flatters us at all. I think we absolutely battered Everton at home like we should. Just couldn't break them down. Everton came down to the Emirates the way everyone does. Sit back, two lines deep, defend for 90 minutes. It was attritional, to be honest with you. And it's up to us, to be fair, to break them down and to get a goal and win the game. And we really struggled. This whole game was stress fest, to be honest with you. I didn't watch the game live, obviously I was asleep. I had a shift on Sunday morning, which is incredibly irritating. But I'm kind of, in a way, kind of glad that I missed out on the stress. I mean, I would have been raging in this game, I think. I expect the Bournemouth game to be like this as well. So I didn't get to experience that in that game. I've seen the highlights, obviously seen the goals, and watched the goals a million times. And you've got to praise Mikel Arteta for doing these substitutions, subbing Max Dowman on. I mean, everyone's talking about this kid. I mean, 16 years of age, even being on a Premier League bench at that young age is a monumental thing. And then he comes off the bench and transforms the game. Heavily involved in the first goal. That massive, really amazing cross into the box. Obviously, Hincapié just basically hits it towards Gyökeres, and Gyökeres taps it in. Fantastic goal. Brilliant. Deserved, I think. Even if it had been 1-0, I think that would have been a fair result. But then, Everton, to be fair to them, they went for it. And, I had a couple of friends, criticising Everton for bringing their keeper up and stuff. But there was only 1-0 at the time. Credit to them for actually trying to get a goal, trying to get a draw. Why not bring the keeper up? I mean, it was the 97th minute, for God's sake. It was... If not then when, and yeah, just really good defending from us again from corner, which is good. We've kind of been susceptible a little bit to corners lately. Handled that one really well. Martinelli heads it out, and then Max Dowman, man, skips past two defenders, has a clear one on target. You see the replay, because obviously everyone's seen the replay loads and loads of times. You see Martinelli kind of veer off a little bit to block one of the defenders off because they were catching up with Dowman a little bit. But yeah, runs the whole length of the pitch and scores the goal. I mean, absolutely wonderful. Youngest ever Premier League goal scorer now. It's going to be a little while before that record is broken. And yeah, it was a wonderful end to a really tough game. A really attritional game. A typical game for Arsenal now, really. Everyone says, oh, Arsenal play boring football. Well, it's not us. It's every one of you lot trying to come to the Emirates and try and get a point out of us and play dead football. And we've got to be the ones that have to break that down. Everton knew that a draw would do them quite nicely, and a draw would be quite impactful for us in the title race. All they had to do was sit back and defend. A draw would have been great for them. An outstanding result for Everton. And yeah, it's up to us as potential champions to break these teams down, get the goals, and win the game. And we did that. Clean sheet for Raya as well. Just an all-round good game, and you can't say, people say we're lucky. I mean, how are we lucky? With 22 shots, 6 shots on target, we obliterate them. 66% possession. I'm looking at the stats right now. Double the amount of passes, for God's sake. We outplayed them. We dominated them, and 2-0 is quite a fair result in my opinion. But yeah, Max Dowman, what a kid. I think Mikel Arteta is handling him expertly. I think he's doing brilliantly with him. People saying we should start him, take it easy a little bit. But some people even John Terry and other people, non-Arsenal fans, talking about him going to the World Cup. Let's just chill with it a little bit. I think Arsenal fans in general are quite happy with him, quite excited about him, but still recognise that we need to keep the foot on the floor really with him. I think a few minutes here and there off the bench is exactly what he needs, and he's proving himself impactful, and he's an impactful sub now, which is good. It's another kind of secret weapon that we have if we're kind of trailing, if we're failing to beat Bournemouth, for example, being him on against Bournemouth and having to go against tired defenders. He's always full of energy as he would be at 16, and he's always looking to go forward. He's always looking to score a goal and set the team up. So he could be a dangerous substitution for us. I don't think he's going to start a game. Maybe towards the end of the season, if touch wood we do have the season wrapped up, maybe he starts the last game. But at the moment, we're doing what we need to do with Dowman. Giving him minutes, when we can. I don't think he even needs to go out on loan next year. I think he's going to be a full-fledged member of the squad next year, which is crazy. But yeah, brilliant game. Obviously City dropping points against West Ham. Nobody saw that coming. Big credit to West Ham. I wanted them to go down. I don't like West Ham. I don't like the way their fans treat Declan Rice, for example. But they helped us out. They did us a solid. And, for a little while after this game, we were 10 points clear, but now we're 9 points because obviously City got the point against West Ham. 9 points clear with 7 games left to go. I spent all day at work yesterday thinking about it, doing the maths, and thinking, well, okay, assume that they win their game in hand, which is a little bit of an assumption, to be honest with you. City winning a game at the moment looks a little bit dodgy, but assume that they do. Obviously, that's 6 points, and then God forbid everything goes wrong and we lose against them at the Etihad in the league, which I think is the game after Bournemouth. Then that's 3 points with 5 games left to go, so it could get very, very hairy. But if they drop more points, all we need to do is win the next 5 games. I think it's 5 games and a draw left, and we've got the title no matter what City do. So it's all on us at the moment. Thankfully, I say thankfully we've got some cup games now. We've got 3 cup games on the bounce now before the next Bournemouth game. Bournemouth actually isn't even until the 11th of April. Perth time, I'm assuming that's UK time as well. So yeah, I mean this whole year since Christmas, I've just been focused on the next couple of games, not trying to look too far ahead. Obviously we've got Leverkusen midweek. That's a must-win game. We need to get to the next round of the Champions League. That's a must. Huge game for us actually. Having said that, we're quite lucky to get a draw in the first leg. So yeah, at home though, we're so good at home. I do rate us at home, so hopefully we can get a result there. Then obviously the Carabao Cup final next weekend. Huge game. Obviously Carabao Cup, people take the piss out of it. People joke about it. It's the fact that it's against City. If it had been against somebody else, the pressure I feel would be a little bit less. But it's because it's City, you feel like the narrative is whoever loses that game is probably going to lose the league. It would be really nice to get some kind of silverware. Mikel Arteta, his job is safe. The hierarchy is not going to sack him this summer no matter what. He's not going to quit this summer no matter what. But you start to think, 5-6 years now, whatever it's been, kind of needs something. City are there for the taking at the moment as well. Madrid battered them. We got past Madrid last year when arguably I feel like they were better last year than they are this year. Maybe I'm wrong. And then obviously not being able to beat West Ham. City are on a big wobble at the moment. Haaland's has scored 1 goal in 2026. Having said that, that is the one game that you think that they would step up for and click better with. But it would be really, really nice. It'd be really, really nice to get through to the next round of the Champions League, beat City, get the Carabao Cup, get some kind of silverware, and use that as a confidence boost to then go. And obviously we've got Southampton in the FA Cup midweek next week, and then the international break. So I think we'll rotate heavily for that Southampton game, even though we only just got through Mansfield. Well, I say just got through Mansfield. We didn't beat them by the amount that we should have done, is what I'm saying. We were never really worried about that Mansfield game. It was never really in contest. I feel like that's going to happen with Southampton. But Southampton, is capable of an upset. They're doing really well to get this far in the cup anyway. Yeah, and then the international break, and then we've got like a week off, so then we can kind of, reset. Apart from all the international players that are going to go off their countries, reset and then come back for Bournemouth and the next Premier League game. So yeah, I mean, massive test really next week, or huge next couple of weeks. We want to stay in the Champions League, we want to stay in the FA Cup, and we want to win the Carabao Cup. We're doing all right in the league right now, but we still 7 games left to go, man. I mean, 21 points is up for grabs. We need as many points as we can. We need to really just keep our foot on City's throat. And they're having a wobble. Pep doesn't look like he knows really what the solution to their issues are. Um, yeah, they're there for the taking, and Leverkusen's there for the taking as well. And yeah, I mean, Mikel Arteta's squad, handling organisation is going to be put to the test in the next 2 weeks alone, just for these cup games. Rotation is going to be needed at some point. You think it would be the Southampton game. It means that the majority of the first team, first 11, will be playing Leverkusen, or just played Everton, although I think Gyökeres starts against Leverkusen, and then Carabao Cup final, and then um, maybe hugely rotated against Southampton, in my personal opinion. But we'll have to wait and see. Right now, for the next week or two, I'm just going to be focused on the cup games, and then have a little bit of a break, and like I said, and then go back to the Bournemouth game, and then just kick on in the league. But yeah, let me know what you think about this team so far. What you think about the result? I think the Everton result is huge. It shows a determination and a grit. Gyökeres getting a good goal now. I think he's got 15 or 16 goals for us now, which is a good return for his first season in the Premier League. And yeah, with like 7 games left to go, it could go up even higher. So your Dowman man as well. I mean, he's just coming back from an injury, already impacting games. It's just brilliant. It was a really good good moment. And if we do, touch wood, praise God, we do win the league. I think this Dowman goal is going to be up there with the highlight reels of this season. Just fantastic kid, fantastic player. Again, we've got that Luis Munoz kid as well in the youth system. I think he's playing the under 18s at 14 years old, which is crazy. We've got him coming through as well. Haaland is really, really starting to really produce top elite talent, which is great. So long may that continue. Hopefully in the next couple of kids come out and do really well and challenge Dowman's records, because Dowman's breaking records. He's going to have a really good career hopefully. So we enjoy to keep following him for this and watching his career, because I think he's going to have a really top career for Arsenal. So let me know what you think about Dowman. What do you think about our chances in the league? But let me know what you think we could do against Leverkusen. Do you think we can get a win at home? What do you think we could do against City in the Carabao Cup? I feel like they were on a wobble. I feel like they're gettable now. I feel like we're really, really, really hard to beat. People celebrating draws constantly against us this season proves that. They're very hard to beat us. I feel like it's a good time to play them, but it's always a bit dodgy saying that, because cup finals, cup competitions, form goes out the window. It's all about knockout stages and whatever. So, and then what do you think we could do against the FA Cup? Like I said, Southampton, you expect us to rotate for that game. But yeah, let me know what you think we could do this season. What cup do you think is realistically what we can get? Do you think we can get any? Do you think we'll go trophy list this season? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it. And yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday afternoon probably, to do the video against the Leverkusen game. I'll be watching that at work because I've got a night shift, which is fantastic. But it's kind of alright if I'd rather work nights and watch the game at work rather than have a 6 a.m. shift and not be able to watch them at all because I'll be sleeping. So, which is what I had to do with this game. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't done already, and leave a comment. We'll talk about it in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days for the Leverkusen game. So, take it easy, guys. Come on, you Gunners. Adios.